guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today guys, another video. Today guys, I'm going to be going over the top LEGO sets of 2020 in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about my choices down below. These ain't, overall the best sets. Well, I mean, I think they are, but, that's my opinion. So I'm sure, you'll probably disagree with some of these sets on this list. But, I mean, feel free to leave your list down below. But make sure you guys like and subscribe for more videos like this. But let's go and get started. Okay, so first off, I just want to start off with probably my favorite set of the year, and definitely probably my favorite set of all time, honestly, which is the Creator Expert Haunted House, which, is absolutely awesome, which, is a part of the Fairground collection, as it says on the box, but it's just so much more than a haunted house. First off, it's a haunted house, which looks awesome, Manor von Baron. It's a drop tower ride, which works phenomenally, and is just one of the funnest play features I ever played with, and just all the Easter eggs inside to, adventures and all that. This set's just honestly the perfect combination, and I absolutely love it, and, the build was super satisfying and fun, and I don't know, it's just everything I ever wanted in a LEGO haunted house. It's here, just honestly probably my favorite set of all time, but definitely one of the best of 2020. I think everybody can agree on that. Okay, guys, and the next set is actually a set I do not personally own, but it's honestly really, really cool, and I'm thinking about getting it one day, but that is the LEGO NES, which, did release coinciding with, the launch of Super Mario, the theme and all that, which this set right here is just honestly really, really cool. First of all, the NES itself with the controller and the game disc or whatever, super accurate. It doesn't even look like a LEGO set, honestly. It looks like the real thing, just, a little bit minier version of it. And then the old school TV set with it is absolutely awesome, and I love like the how the level actually plays itself whenever you crank it, and the screen actually moves, which I honestly did not think they would ever be able to do that, but it's just so awesome overall, especially if you're a fan of Mario or just NES in general. This is also a great display piece, and honestly probably like I said, one of the best sets of the year. And this next set on the list is not even out yet, but honestly, I just love it already, which is the, Creator Expert UCS Ghostbusters Afterlife Ecto-1, which this set right here, honestly, from what I've seen, looks absolutely huge, and I love the look of it. So much detail on it, so many little play features, like the little Ecto trap that can fall out the back. The interior's really cool. You got the actual working steering, and, like I said, it's pretty much just a Creator Expert vehicle like the Volkswagen or the Mustang. But, with Ghostbusters, and especially if you're a huge fan of Ghostbusters like I am, this set's awesome, and I cannot wait to pick it up. So, yeah, a little bit of cheating on this list since, don't actually have it in hand yet, but really, really cool set. Next up, this next entry, I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but is the LEGO art sets are absolutely awesome. I mean, you can really take your pick here, but I really love the Iron Man one and the Beatles one. They might get a second one of the Beatles, but these sets are just so fun and relaxing to build. Like, I honestly love the builds of these. The boxes and everything just feel super high quality and all that. And honestly, especially if you're more of an adult collector, I feel like you'll probably gravitate towards these. And yeah, I mean, they're pretty fun. I think they're a great like display piece, especially on your wall or whatnot, but like I said, you can really take your pick between Star Wars, Marilyn Monroe, Beatles, or Iron Man, and from the sounds of the ones we're getting in 2021, do sound pretty cool, and it sounds like a line to stay around. So, and honestly, like I said, my favorite ones is definitely the Iron Man and Beatles one. And then the next set is the LEGO Ideas Pirates of Barracuda Bay, and honestly, this is probably one of the best idea sets we got in a long time, and honestly, I would have owned it by now, but literally just do not even have feasible amount of room at all for this set. But don't get me wrong, though, this set is absolutely spectacular. From the actual, Barracuda Bay part, with the shipwreck or whatnot, is, honestly a pretty cool build, but the one that's even cooler is, the classic build of the Black Seas Barracuda from, the 80s or 90s, I believe, but, LEGO Idea set's $200. That's this good. I mean, how could you not put this on the list? I mean, this set is just, just so good. It's, just teeming with greatness. Next setup is the only hidden side set on this list, but it's definitely a warranted spot, which is the Castle of Mystery, which honestly is just so awesome. It harkens back to, Vampire's Castle for Monster Fighters, which I absolutely love that. I'm sad I missed out on that. Even to like the little astronomy tower on the left-hand side is honestly pretty cool. The only thing I don't really like is, the eyes at the bottom or whatnot, but, the stained glass and everything, to the actual layout of the castle, and the interior is pretty nice. It could have been a little bit better, but, and, the minifigure of that one, the main bad guy is pretty cool. But you know, I'm not a big fan of Hidden Side, or at least anymore, especially since the theme's ended now. Don't own any of the sets and don't really plan to unless I get the Lighthouse. But you know, this set right here is honestly really cool, and if I was more into the theme, I would definitely be an instant pickup. But honestly, I just really love the look of the castle, and that's honestly why it's on the list. And then another pirate ship on the list is the Lego Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship, which is honestly really, really awesome. I love the design of the pirate ship and all, you know, the brick-built mermaid on the front, even to the unique design of the brick-built sails, which, you know, most pirate ships have the fabric or whatnot. And, you know, this one actually does have a little bit of edge over the Black Seas Barracuda because this one actually has, you know, cannon slots in it or whatnot. But, you know, the interior is pretty nice and all. Just honestly, one of the best pirate ships we got in a while, which it's kind of ironic. 2020, we got two awesome pirate ships, which, you know, the previous years were kind of missing. But even like the alternate builds, like the Skull Island or like that little mill kind of thing, honestly pretty good secondary builds especially. But honestly, $100 pirate ship like this, yes please, this set's awesome. I just wish, you know, I had room for it. Okay, and the next setup on the list is the Lego Star Wars Rey Crest, which is honestly the set I've, you know, wanted since season 1 of The Mandalorian came out. And, you know, there for a while, we didn't think it was going to happen. But, you know, back at the beginning of the year, they revealed it. And, you know, it finally came out in September. And, you know, the set's awesome. It's a really good size set. You know, the actual ship's pretty big once you got it built up. The only thing I could really see making the set better is if they included a speeder bike for the Scout Trooper. And if they included Mandalorian as Beskar armor, but I'm not really so worried about that since, you know, that new set coming out in 2021 will have him in the Beskar armor, and, you know, then I have the version of, you know, him and, you know, the regular armor, which is the same minifigure that came with the ATST Raider, but, you know, I didn't get that set, so I'm kind of glad he came in here. But honestly, the ship design's awesome, a bunch of interior space, a bunch of little details, escape pod, cockpit, and all that. Honestly, probably one of the best Lego Star Wars ships we got in a long time. The next setup is the 2020 version of the AT-AT, which is, you know, based off the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. And this set right here is probably the best AT-AT we ever got. First of all, you can fit, you know, 2 pilots and the colonel and the, you know, actual head of the AT-AT. And the interior space is, you know, really awesome. You actually got some seats for some snow troopers. You can fit a whole speeder bike and that little cannon thing. Honestly, I really love the interior. That's most of the reason why this is on here. And honestly, like I said, best design of the AT-AT. You know, you got some pretty good play features like with Luke and whatnot, but like I said, best AT-AT. Might be a little overpriced, but honestly, you know, this and the ATM-6 is definitely my favorite Walker designs from Lego Star Wars, you know, because, you know, like I said, this design improves just enough on the previous version that it's definitely worth picking up, which I don't own the previous version, so this is a definite pickup for me. But even if you own the older versions, I feel like you could pick this up and still appreciate it, though. The next setup on my list is the 2020 version of the Avengers Tower, which improves on the previous design from Age of Ultron. First of all, this has got more floors. Now I would even say more detailing inside. First of all, the minifigures are pretty awesome. You know, that new Black Widow with leg and arm printing. Like, holy crap, for Lego Marvel, that is really fantastic. But you also get, you know, that reused Iron Man, which, you know, it's all right. I'm kind of regretting buying that Iron Man mech set from beginning of the year just to get that minifigure. But, and then you get Blazer and Taser, which are pretty much based off the Blue Steel and the Hot Rod armors from the MCU, so I don't mind getting those at all. You get the new Red Skull, which is also pretty awesome, and like I said, the interior space is really cool, and I love the brick build A on it, and, you know, it's actually a pretty tall building, so, and honestly, probably my preferred Avengers Tower, even though, you know, it's not exactly MCU based, but I don't know, I just absolutely love it, and especially if you're a fan of Marvel in general, you definitely need to pick up the set. And this next set right here is not the most widely available set, but honestly, I absolutely love this set. It's the Taskmaster Ambush from the Black Widow movie, which was supposed to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and they just kind of, you know, put it on the web. It was like, you know what, here, you can kind of just fight over this. And lucky enough, I was able to get my copy of it. But first of all, the tank is, you know, really cool. And, you know, that was one of the first leaked set photos from Black Widow we saw. So, you know, Taskmaster's the same minifigure, which I kind of wish we would have got an exclusive one with him, but I'm kind of glad we got the his shield with, you know, the classic orange tee on it. Red Guardian's an awesome minifigure. The only thing that could have made him better is having an actual, like, red helmet mold for, like, the Captain America helmet mold. Also awesome to get his shield. An exclusive white version of, you know, the white suit Black Widow, which should have came in the helicopter, but I guess they just want to put it in the regular version of her in there. But honestly, I also kind of do prefer this set over the helicopter, but don't get me wrong, the helicopter's still a pretty good set, but, you know, for for 40, a little overpriced, but it is an exclusive or whatnot. So honestly, minifigure wise, one of the best sets of the year. Okay, the next setup I have is the Iron Man helmet, but honestly, you could really put any of the helmet sets here from the, the three from Star Wars, which I think from those, the Boba Fett one's the best, but, I'm a Marvel fan, and honestly, I really love the Iron Man helmet. It's a great display piece. Really, any of the helmets are. I just haven't got any of the other ones, but, it looks great on my shelf, and I'm finally glad, because technically the set is based off the first Iron Man movie, so in a weird way, finally Marvel's going back and, doing older movies, I guess. Not really, but I kind of do wish they would do that more, especially with minifigure scale sets. But honestly, really excited to see what they do in the future with the whole bust kind of thing in the future. But like I said, you can really put any of the helmet sets at the spot. The next setup is, showed DC a little bit love, but is the Wonder Woman 1984 set, which, came out earlier this year. And now, kind of like with the Black Widow set, it came out like pretty much a whole full year before the movie's supposed to come out. But, I remember whenever this was first revealed, it was really awesome. And, it was actually revealed, I think it showed up in a store first, and, it had that really weird box art, which, is pretty cool. But honestly, the minifigures of the set, first of all, are really awesome. You got the Wonder Woman inside of her, like, eagle golden thing, which is really cool minifigure, really cool hair mold and all that. You get Cheetah and the other guy, I forgot his name, and also the satellite build is really cool. I love like the actual satellite with like the printed gold pieces, and the actual inside of the little base kind of thing is really cool. And for 40 bucks, honestly, this is just a really good deal. I honestly like it a lot better than the first Wonder Woman set, but yeah, it's also a really nice display piece, actually. And the next setup is the Batman 1989 Batwing, which is really cool. I have not actually seen the 1989 Batman movie. I plan to this year for Christmas or whatnot, and also with Batman Returns. But, this set's honestly really cool. And I did think the Batman build from last year was pretty cool. Like I said, I just haven't watched the movie, so didn't really have interest in it. But I can definitely appreciate that this set right here is really awesome and well built. First of all, the stand or whatnot, the minifigures are pretty cool. But I also love the part that you can actually hang it on the wall. Like, that is honestly really, really cool, because it uses the same piece from the mosaic sets. You could hang it on a nail or whatnot. And when it was first like on the box art, it kind of looks weird because it looks like it's like outlined with like gray pieces. I was like, oh, that doesn't look too good, but it was just like the shine or whatnot. But this set honestly does look pretty cool, and I can definitely appreciate it without watching the movie. And the next entry is the Modular, Creator Expert bookshop, which is, honestly really cool. I love, like, the actual bookshop building. And honestly, the architecture on the set's honestly pretty cool, like the roof designs and whatnot. I'm glad it's another building where it's, like, two separate buildings. Also like how, the little birch trees got some autumn colors or whatnot. Just wish the bookshop actually had more books in it. I know that's a complaint a lot of people have, but even, like, the little townhouse over to the side's honestly really cool. And I love the colors of the set, and honestly, like I said, one of the best modulars. Really, the past couple modulars have been really awesome. Really excited to see what 2021 holds, but like I said, really cool modular, and I think it's well warranted on this list. But anyway, guys, that is what, in my opinion, are the top LEGO sets of 2020. Let me know down below if I missed any sets that you guys would have on your list. And make sure you guys include your list down below. Like I said, completely opinion-based. But honestly, this was a really good year for LEGO, especially for D2C sets. Really excited to see what, holds in 2021. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Check out my Twitter and Discord. Link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!